I'm Kavi and I'm a co-founder of AQshare. In AQshare, we strive to provide safe water for the peri-urban Kenya. Meet Sabine from Ukunda. She lives in a peri-urban community with a population of 5,000 people. Her water is delivered by door-to-door vendors for 1.5 cents per 20 liters. But she worries that the water is contaminated. This is a major problem in most of Kenya, where as many as 9.4 million people drink directly from contaminated sources. The emotional and financial hardships would be devastating if her family members would get typhoid. This is Jacob, also from Ukunda. He's 23 years old with an entrepreneurial mindset. He makes $1 a day by using a B2C model where he collects water from the nearest river and delivers it directly to consumers like Sabine. He fears if his customers get typhoid from his water, as it'll put him out of business immediately. The solution to their problems is AQshare. AQshare is a water filtration system that buys water from card vendors, filters particles and solubles away, and sells safe water to consumers. Vendors are paid according to how much safe water that can be produced from the input. With our solution, Sabine can collect safe water at a fixed point, and Jacob doesn't need to worry about typhoid putting him out of business. Based on our demand algorithm, the local water demand is available to Jacob through SMS service, allowing him to plan trips accordingly. Payments are made using M-Pesa, which is a well-established mobile paying service in Kenya. The filtration system is under development and will be based on technologies such as activated carbon, reverse osmosis and sedimentation tanks, and UV filtration. Essentially, we changed Jacob's business model from B2C to B2B. Now, why would he do that? Because his daily income increases by 50%. Sabine's daily water expense will now be 5 cents. But we are confident that the value creation of safe water in peri-urban areas is worth the expense after having interviewed multiple users. In Sabine's town with 5,000 people, one AQshare unit cleans 30 cubic meters of water daily, generating a revenue of $75 and earnings of $42. This results in a break-even time of 20 months, so clearly we are looking at a beneficial revenue model. We identified peri-urban areas as a segment with overcomable barriers to entry while being profitable. In this segment, we have a serviceable obtainable market of $38.5 million. Peder from Dansk Folkehjælp sums up the key reason to why majority of innovative companies fail in the water sector. Less than 1 out of 10 water solutions last after 2 years, simply because they don't manage to create a local feeling of ownership. That's why we developed a solution that creates an economical excitement for locals who onboard by generating jobs and stability. Our novelty is safe water made accessible. By providing safe water at an affordable price, we believe we can outperform competition. NGOs are key partners, allowing us to place AQshare strategically, avoid bureaucracy, and understand the local environment. By offering a trial period to consumers, customers will experience the benefits of safe drinking water. Our partnerships with NGOs will help us expand to rural areas where safe water is scarce. On the long term, AQshare has the potential to scale to neighboring African countries to make safe water available. In a 5-year outlook, we expect to have 50 operating units across Kenya, resulting in profit of $770,000. We have established the necessary contacts in Kenya to test our product assumptions, so the next milestone is to travel to Ukunda to test the concept in the actual environment. Next, we plan to create a working prototype to be tested on-site in summer 2021. Finally, we aim to have 2 AQshare stations in operation by 2023. We are AQshare and we strive to provide safe water for the peri-urban Kenya. Thank you.
Our prototype displays how users will interact with the AQshare system. Water vendors are able to sell their water and input it into the machine, and water consumers are able to buy water from the machine. Through the user interface, water consumers and vendors are able to see the current water level in the system. They are also able to see the buying and selling price of water. In the Graph tab, they are able to see the demand for water throughout the last week. In the Profile tag, individual users can see their use and sale of water throughout the last couple of days. After collecting water from their preferred water source, water suppliers can deliver water to the system by entering the Water Selling tab and activating the pouring water function, and then pouring in the water. After pouring in the water, the price of the water is calculated and the money is immediately transferred to the seller's M-Pesa account. Water consumers are able to buy water by entering the Buy Water tab, placing their preferred container and start pumping. When they are satisfied with the amount, they simply stop the pump again.
As you can see, this user has just bought a little under half a liter of water for 2.4 cents.
Inside the prototype, the water levels are measured by ultrasonic sensors, which are controlled by a Raspberry Pi, which sends the information to the cloud. The clean water is pumped out using a centrifugal pump. The user interface is controlled by a mobile React app written in TypeScript. All in all, this prototype serves to demonstrate how suppliers and consumers will interact with the future AQshare system.